Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, and I have the pleasure of interviewing a legend of the sport, Mr. Royce Gracie. We are here at the Combate Americas launch party here. They're going to be on Mundo 2, correct? In just a week and a half, and you had an intricate part you played in this show.
I was teaching them how to use their brains instead of just how to fight.
So you didn't get in there and roll with them at all?
I taught them some moves, yes, but they were cutting weight. I think they were fighting a couple days later, a day later, so I didn't want to push them too much, make them sweat too much and get tired for the fight. So,
what does it mean to you to be a part of the growth of the sport that you had such a hand in getting big from off the get-go to Latin America?
Man, there's so much talent down south, down in South America. But they can't be discovered because for whatever reason, this will give them a chance.
Why do you think it hasn't grown more in South America, considering the growth of it in Brazil?
It grows. I travel about 7 months of the year. I go down to Brazil, to Ecuador, to Guatemala, to Mexico, Puerto Rico. I've been all over the place, and Dominican Republic. But it's the media, the TV. It's once you start to give them a chance like this, they have a goal to train for.
Thoughts on the growth of the sport in general, the state of the UFC and worldwide growth?
Man, I used to be busy like 4 months traveling. Last year was about 7 months I was on the road traveling, just teaching every day.
What do you think your dad would say if he could see the UFC today?
Oh, he would be proud of what he created.
And talk about some of the guys on the show, some of the fighters that you feel like have the brightest futures.
Man, they all have a good future. They all have talent. They all have discipline. They show a lot of dedication. They have to cut weight. It wasn't easy. It's never easy. So just being on the show because for whatever reason, not their day, or the opponent was bad, or they didn't make it to the final, or didn't win, doesn't mean that they don't have what it takes.
Love that. All right, and you were the first guy to get an armbar in the UFC. So what do you think about the first female, Ronda Rousey, to get an armbar?
Oh, she's awesome. You're kidding me? She's awesome, man.
What do you think? She's such a competitor. Do you notice that? And any other thoughts you have on her?
She sticks to her game. That's the most important thing. She learned boxing, kickboxing more to know what's coming, but she doesn't walk out there and try to box with the opponents. She does what she knows best.
Do you think it's easier for a woman, being the best grappler in the world as a woman, than it is to be a male who is the best grappler, to use that art, to use the ground, because there's not as much propensity for knockouts?
There's a lot of girls that train grappling too. So there's a lot of girls that will hit you and knock you out, man. Don't mess with them.
Cyborg.
Including the Brazilians.
Yeah. All right, well, anything else you want to say, sir? It's a pleasure to talk to you here.
Thank you.
All right, Royce Gracie, Spencer Lazara. Thanks for watching.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber.
This is Glover Teixeira.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.